So here's one I don't remember. Widget for the NES, based on the cartoon show Widget the World Watcher. The series was created by Peter Keefe, the guy who created Voltron, so that's pretty cool. Widget is one of these environmentally friendly type characters. You know, I feel like we looked at something like that recently. In the cartoon, Widget was voiced by Russi Taylor, who had provided a ton of voice work already, including Huey, Dewey, and Louie. The main bad guy, Ratchet, who is Widget's evil pro-pollution twin, was voiced by Tress MacNeille, who has her own extensive list of roles but makes several appearances as different characters on The Simpsons and Futurama. There are other bad guys in the show, and I'm sure they'll show up in the game, but whatever, can we just play? Here is the intro screen, Widget, by Atlas and Zodiac. We select the first stage since it's all we can select, and Widget looks weirdly at us while some creepy elder people tell him the planet is being attacked, and people are being poorly influenced by a being named Megaslank? Is that an off-brand Supertramp? You know, the dialogue goes on too much. You know, I'm supposed to be a kid, I have no attention span, it's the early 90s, let's go. And here's the first stage. The correct button jumps, that's good, and the other button shoots a projectile at the green wormy guy coming toward me. Spiky spike plants are not part of the background, apparently. Ouch. You know, I can't seem to get through this opening right here. Oh, come on. It's a platformer. Fine, but if you get hit, you bounce back, so be careful with those ledges. Then we jump into a hypodermic needle and warp inside a caramel crisp candy bar filled with cute but also scary ghosts. Any nice sprites? It's also becoming apparent that Widget's size might make maneuvering some areas difficult. Widget also gets to fight these evil macaroons, but he also has the option of exploring some hidden spots. Cool. He also has the option of getting an upgrade to the projectile. Some of those bonus items are quite irritating to procure, like this one long conveyor belt. But if you hop, you can go faster, so let's hop. Then we get to fight Megaslank. He bounces around while Widget walks and hops with the conveyor belt. Shoot him a bunch, and he's gone. Turns out you saved the people of Earth. Are we sure this is the beginning of the game? Then we come back to the stage select screen, and you can pick from 3 new stages in addition to going back through the first stage if you want. So it's kinda like Mega Man, but not really. It turns out you have to do stage 3 before you can do stage 2. This stage is about this straight-up street fiend stealing resources or something. We start with the projectile we can't dodge, and you gotta jump just perfectly. But don't jump too high or you'll hit Widget's dumb head on the spikes. Go up the stairs to wait for some cute bats to get out of the way, dodge some abominable snow dudes, then attack some apples. I wonder if they're mad at me for the Swamp Thing episode. Get inside later with these Grey Castle tapeworms and charging knights. Interesting. An abominable snow yeti, not from Pasadena, blocks us in this room. Further ahead is Dr. Dante. He switches between pubescent Dexter and methadone Archie. Shoot him a bunch and then he's done. After that we go to stage 2, which has something to do with whales being stolen. So here's something we haven't touched on. As you defeat stages, you unlock special mutation abilities for Widget. And in this level, you can really speed things up if you warp into this rat guy, and then warp into this bird guy mid-jump. The boss is this floating brain and hands, and the hands are definitely using profane sign language, or maybe just saying, "Yeah, rock on, potato, giraffe, cheese, wizard!" I don't fully understand what triggers the brain to disappear, but it is the target. Once defeated, the baby whale is a return. Oh yeah, we were saving whales or something. All that's left before the final stage is stage 4 with the bad guys, Flim and Flam, who are twins. They kind of look like knockoff versions of the twins from Oblongs, but cheesier and at home. They are stealing rare animals, and the animals are verbally protesting this inconvenience. And in this stage, we have weird enemies. Not sure how I want to describe them, but, definitely look out for the green acid. I mean, who would have thought that green acid could hurt us? And check out these goons, like TMNT villain dropouts, and Rings of Fire attack us too. I like this part where you can use the flying Widget bird mutation, and these rabbit-like guys just jump to their demise. Then we fight Flim and Flam, or is it just Flim Flam? Is it a them? Are they a plural? Pronouns. The boss is one of these 3 possible images. I don't know if there's a pattern, but I know if you take the boss out, there's something about animals being returned. I don't know. The point is, we are going to start the final stage, which is about sending Widget's evil pro-pollution twin back to the polluted dimension or something. In addition to being the final stage, this one will also be the longest. I'm loving that background. Very New York or Chicago-esque. Makes me feel like I'm there. Cool. Oh, I love how these pig guys have these giant forks, like they know they're delicious and are tired of being eaten. And then this brain guy who doesn't fight back at all and then looks all surprised when I take him out, like, what do you mean I'm not invincible? One thing I could have done before this stage was go back through the previous stages to upgrade health and MP bars, the MP bars being the bars for transformation, and also upgrade the strength of the projectile, but it's not required to beat the game. Did I mention there's a part where you turn into a fish and swim? Yeah. We make it to the boss, Ratchet, and he kills Widget immediately. Try again. He bounces from platform to platform, left to right. Not sure if there's a pattern, but he shoots an energy wave forward, and if you hit him with Widget's projectile, he returns a different projectile from that one. I believe if you powered up the projectile the entire way through the game, it would take maybe 5 or 6 shots, whereas my current projectile takes like a dozen or so. Then it shows Widget zapping Ratchet back to the other dimension before the cult leaders, elders, tell Widget he did a great job and promote him to head whatever, I don't know or care. I just hate the way he's looking at us, so creepy. I'll probably be sure to include that in the thumbnail. I do like that music. Here are the game credits. Alright. Character design was by H1. I guess J3 was out sick. Oh, and don't forget about the great ship SS Aruga. Have you met their lawyer? His name is Yosumi. Has your motorcycle ever not started and you were like, why, Suzuki? Okay, that's enough. You want a song?
Widget is so purple, walks as slow as a turtle. Walked a mile, it was 10 feet, I'll shoot a projectile. This is why I do not smile. Cult leader, elder people, treat me like I'm a sheeple. Make me watch their videos.